let's look at this NECO Mathematics question. Question, first section, question 1 to 4. So question 1 says in the diagram, find the value of the marked unknown angles, which is A and B. So I will reschedule this diagram and let's see what we can do with it. Question number 1. Then reschedule the diagram. I think we have yeah. So here is 96 A and B. Here is give us this angle here as 96 degrees. Here is A and here is B. So the diagram, the points of the vertices are not labeled. It's good you label it. Let me call it M, N, P, Q, R. And from the figure, we are told that these two parts are the same and that two parts are the same. Let me put the sign so you see it. So it said here and here is the same, and here is equals to here. So that means NPR is an isosceles triangle, and PQR is also an isosceles triangle. From the diagram, we cannot see that NPQR is cyclic quadrilateral. So first of all, this angle and this angle are supplementary, because they say two angles are supplementary if the sum is 90. So we could say that angle MNP plus angle PNR is equals to 180 degrees. Reason they are supplementary angles. So what's the value of MNP? That is 96 degrees plus angle PNR is equals to 180. So what is angle PNR? That will give me 180 minus 96. What would that will give to us? 180 minus 96, that will give us 84 degrees. So this angle here is simply 84 degrees. So from the figure, you can now see that my angle N is something as angle P. If here is 84, here is also 84 degrees. The reason is an isosceles triangle. So we could say that angle PNR is equals to angle NPR. Both of them is 84 degrees. Reason isosceles triangle. So now with that I can now find the value of A by applying sum of angle in the triangle. So angle N, angle P, angle R will give us 180. So I'm going to have angle N plus angle P from N plus angle R is equals to 180 degrees. Reason sum of angles in triangle. So the value of angle N is 84, angle P is 84, well, and then angle R is A. So we're having 84 degrees plus 84 degrees plus A is equals to 180 degrees. So my A is simply 180 minus 168. What would that give to us? 180 minus 168, that will give us 12 degrees. So the value of angle A is simply 12 degrees. So why that is known, let's look at how we can get angle B. Remember we said NPQR is cyclic quadrilateral, meaning sum of N and Q will give us 180. So we could say angle N plus angle Q is equals to 180. Reason: opposite cyclic quadrilateral. Okay, so here is 84 plus angle Q. That will give us a 180. It implies that angle Q give us 180 minus 84. That is now 96 degrees. So the whole of this angle here is 96 degrees. So you can see that PQR is also a necessary triangle. Angle R is written as angle P. So we have angle R is written as angle P. Both of them is B. Reason: isosceles. Isosceles triangle. So that means this part is also B. So now I have 96B and B. I can now apply some of angle in a triangle. So I will have angle P plus angle Q plus angle R is equals to 180. Reason: sum of angles in triangle. So what is the value of angle P? Angle P is B. Angle R is 84. Angle R is 84 plus 84 plus B is equals to 180. Okay, sorry, that is 96, not 84. Here it's supposed to be 96, not 84. So if I add up, I'm having 2B equals to 180 minus 96. That will give us 84 degrees. So my B is simply what? 84 divided by 2, which is 42 degrees. So the value of B is 42, while the value of A is 12. So that is the solution to question 1. Let's go to question 2A. We are asked to simplify this question. Let's look at 2A. I have to simplify 16A raised to the power 3, B raised to the power 4 times 2A minus 6, B minus 4, 2A minus 6, B minus 4, dividing 4A minus 1, B minus 3. 4A minus 1, B minus 3. So this is an indices. How do we simplify the solution? How do we simplify this? I will separate the numbers from the variable by writing this as 16 times A raised to the power 3 times B raised to the power 4 times 2 times A minus 6 times B minus 4 over 4 times A minus 1 times B minus 3. So I multiply the numbers, I multiply the variables. So let's multiply the number C. That will give us 16 times 2 times A raised to the power 3 times A minus 6 times B raised to the power 4 times B minus 4 over 4 times A minus 1 times B minus 2. So I will apply the law of indices where applicable. I will apply it for A, also apply it for B. So that will give us here is now 32 over 4 times, here is now A, 3 plus minus 6 times B, 4 plus minus 4 over A minus 1, B minus 2. So 32 over 4, that will give us 8 times A raised to the power minus 3 times B raised to the power 0 over A minus 1 times B minus 2. So I will apply the law of indices to A and A, which is law of division, and B and B. If that should happen, that will give us 8 times A minus 3 minus 1 times B 0 minus 2, which is 8 times A minus 3 plus 1 times B 0 plus 2. That will give us 8 a minus 2b raised to power 2. So I can say apply the law of indices to the negative power of a. So our solution now will be 8a raised to power 8b raised to power 2 over a raised to power 2. So this is the solution to question 2a. So let's go to 2b. Let's see what we have. 2b, we are asked to simplify. What we have there is a surd. We are asked to simplify 1 over 2 plus root 2. 2b. 1 over 2 plus root 2. So what I will do here is to rationalize, because I'm dividing by looking for the conjugate. So this will give me 1 over 2 plus root 2 times 2 minus root 2 over 2 minus root 2, which is 1 bracket 2 minus root 2 over 2 plus root 2 bracket 2 minus root 2. So if I expand the numerator, I'm going to have 2 minus root 2. The denominator is simply the difference of 2 squared. 2 squared minus root 2 all squared. So what are we having from here? I'm going to have 2 minus root 2 over 2 squared is 4 minus root 2 squared is 2. And one side is now 2 minus root 2 over 2. This is solution to 2b. So let's look at question 3. If you have not liked the video yet, like, share, and comment. Subscribe to the channel to receive more other exciting videos such as this. Question number 3. So we should add up 2202 in base 3, 202 in base 3, and 2022 in base 3. So let's go to 3a. So we're having let's start with the bigger number. So I'm going to have 3a. I'm going to have 22022, then 2202, then 202. We are adding all of them in base 3. Let's see what we have. 2 plus 2 plus 2 will give us 6. So how many 3 and 6 is 2. I'll write down 0. So to carry 2, let me keep the 2 aside. Then 2 plus 0 is 2, plus 2 is 4. So how many 3 and 4 is 1. What's remaining is 1. I'm carrying 1 now. Then 0 plus 2 plus 2 is 4. Plus 1 I carry is 5. How many 3 and 5 is 1. What's remaining? 2. I'm carrying 1 also. The same thing here is 2. I'm carrying 1. Then 2 plus 1 is 3. I'm writing 0, carry 1. So in base 3. So this is the solution to question 3a. So let's look at 3b. It's logarithm. So we should solve the equation. Log in base 10, 3y plus 7 minus log y in base 10. So 3b. We have log in base 10, 3y plus 7 minus log y in base 10 is equals to 1. So how do we simplify it? We apply the law of division in logarithm. I will take the base as 1 while I divide the powers. So I'm having 3y plus 7 over y is equals to 1. 1 can also be written as log 10 in base 10. So log 10 we cancel log 10. So what is left? I'm having left 3y plus 7 over y is equals to 10. So what happens from here? I will simply cross multiply. So I'm having 3y plus 7 is equals to 10y. So what happens from here? I collect like terms. This one now implies that 10y minus 3y is equals to 7. So 7y will give us 7. Therefore, my y is simply 7 over 7. Result is 1. So that is solution to question 3a. So let's look at 3b. Let's look at 3 4a. It says give you the universal set 0 to 10. So let's do that first. Question 4a. Our universal set is simply 0 to 10. So I'm having 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then I'm having a, set A. Let's see what we have then. Set A. Say prime numbers between 1 to 10. So first of all, you need to know what are prime number. Prime number are numbers whose factor is 1 and itself. The factor is just 1 and itself. Those are the numbers referred to as prime numbers. So who are those numbers now? What are the prime number between 1 to 10? Let's check that out. So I'm going to have my set A. My set A now will be oh, sorry for the brain transmission. My set A will be 2. 2 is just 1 and itself. Then 3 the same thing. 5 and 7. Then set B, let's consider what would you say B is. Say B are odd numbers between 1 to 10. What are odd numbers? Numbers that cannot be divided by 2. We have 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. That's an odd number. That's set B. Then let's check set C, even number between 1 and 10. Numbers 2 can divide without remember. That is 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. So these are the sets of A. So question A, say write out the element of each set. So by doing this, we have answered the question A. So let's go to question B. Question B says what? Say represent the information in the Venn diagram. So let's represent this information now in a Venn diagram. So we have 3 sets here. My universal set will be here. So you have to check the relationship between the sets and see. So let's check what is common between A and B. We have 5 and 7. 3, 5, and 7 is a common factor between A and B. So there's something common between A and B. But we don't have a common element between A, B, and C. So we cannot have 3 intersecting sets. Do we have what is common between B and C? No. Do we have what is common between B and A and C? Yes. So we're going to have something like this. So this will be my set A. This will be my set B. We don't have a relationship between C and B. So here is A, B, and C. So what is common between B and A? 3, 5, and 7. So we are going to have here 3, 5, and 7. So let's check what is common between C and A is just 2, which here will be 2. Let's check again. Then what is common between, that will be all. So I'll write what is left. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 for B. So here become 1, 9. Then for C we have 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. My 0 will be here. Which is 0 is not present in any of them, so 0 will be there. So that is the solution to question 4a. This is Venn diagram. So let's go to question 5. Say factorize the quadratic equation 2x squared minus 7x minus 15. So we have 5a. Factorize 2x squared minus 7x minus 15 is equals to 0. So when you have a factor before the square, use that factor to multiply this. So Since I'm assuming that my equation is x squared minus 7x minus 30. Or 15 times 2 is 30. So what can I multiply to have minus 30? If I add up, I have minus 7. It's minus 10 and plus 3. So I'm going to have, so now implies that 2x squared minus 10x plus 3x minus 15 equals to 0. Our bracket the first two, 2x squared minus 10x, and the last two, 3x minus 15 is equals to 0. So what is common from the front bracket is 2x. Here remain x minus 5. What is common from the second, 3, x minus 5 equals to 0. So I will continue by taking the bracket as 1, which is x minus 5. I will take those outside the bracket, 2x plus 3 is equals to 0. So we can say x minus 5 is equals to 0, or 2x plus 3 is equals to 0. So what do you have from here? So my x will give me 5 from here, or x will give me minus 3 over 2 from the second. So this is the solution to the question 5a. Let's go to 5b and c. So 5b says we should simplify. This is an indices. Let me check if this is plus or minus sign. Okay, that should be plus 27 raised to power. So I'm with 5b now. So we should simplify 27 n plus 1 times 3 2n minus 3 over 9 raised to power 2n. So 27 is a factor of 3, so the lowest factor for 27 is 3. I will consider 3. So this one implies 3 raised to power 3 is 27n plus 1. Here remain 3 raised to power 2n minus 3. Then 3 raised to power 2 is 9, bracket 2n. So what does this all give to us? I'm now going to have 3. I will put the bracket 3n plus 3 times 3 2n minus 3 over 3 raised to power 4n. So I will apply the law of indices to the numerator. If that should help do, I should apply the law of indices. What am I having from there? So this one implies I will have a single 3. I will now add the powers, which is 3n plus 3 plus 2n minus 3 over 3 raised to power 4n. So if I add those, I can add minus 3 plus 3 is 0, so I'm having 3 raised to power 5n over 3 raised to power 4n. So I can still apply the law of indices to these two. What will this one give to me? A single 3, 5n minus 4n, which is 3 raised to power n, or 1n. That's our answer to question 5b. Question answer is 3 raised to power 5n. So we have solved question 1 to 5. If you have not subscribed, please do so, like and share this video to friends and others. Let's go to question 6. For question 6, okay, here we go. Question 6, here we go. Question 6. See, all questions carry equal mark. It said there are 95 travelers. Each of them use one or more of the following means of transportation as shown: bus, train, and car. See, if 47 person uses bus and 30 uses train, find the value of G. Find the value of G. So let me just try to fix it here. Roman figure 1. So 6. Roman figure 1. Say 47 person use bus. Bus comprises of so number that use bus 47 is equivalent to G plus 7 plus 8 plus G. Okay, so 47 will give us 2G plus 15. So 2g will give me what? Will give me 47 minus 15. 2g will give us what? I subtract from my end. 47 minus 15, that will give me 32. So my g is simply 32 over 2, that is 16. So the answer here is 16. Then, who travel by train only? Remember, I said 30 travel by train. So let's deal with train, and the train only is j. So let's deal with the train. So I have 7, 8, and 3 and j, and train is 30. So remember, we got 2. We have a number of train, which is 30, is equals to 7 plus 8 plus 3 plus g. I'm not mistaken. Yes, 7 plus 3 plus 8 plus g. So we are having 30 equals to 18 plus g. So j now is now what? 30 minus 18, that is 12. So the whole of this place is 12. So how many people travel by train only now? That is number. So number that travel by t only is simply 12. It's simply 12. Then let's look at number, remember 3. Number who travel with at least 2 means of transportation. So we need to know those who travel by car only. By doing so, I have to equate 95, which is the universal set, to everything I have in the subset. So that would be Roman figure 3. Roman figure 3. So I have 95 is equals to g plus 7 plus 8 plus g plus 3 plus 3 plus 12 plus h plus 3 plus 12 plus h. So 95 will give me, when that g is 16 plus 7 plus 8 plus another 16 plus 3 plus 12 plus h. So 95 will give me what? So I have to add up all the number except h. 16 plus 7 plus 8 plus 16 plus 3 plus 12. That is 62 plus h. So I collect items from here. My h will give me 95 minus 62. What would that give to us? That will give us 33. So number that travel by car only is 33, but they're asking travel by at least 2 means. 2 means now is at least 2 means 2. The minimum is 2, the maximum is 3, because we have 3 modes of transportation. That will be 7, 8, g, and 3. So Roman figure, so what you have now, this one now implies 7 plus 8 plus 3 plus 7 plus 8 plus 3 plus 16 plus 16. So I'm having 7 plus 8 plus 3 plus 16. That will give us 31 people. The Roman figure 4. Roman figure 4 said number who travel by car only. That we just done. So we're supposed to solve this one as Roman figure. This is Roman figure 3. So Roman figure 4. All of this is Roman figure 4. So car only now. C only is simply 33. So that is the procedure. So take notes. Skip it. Then question 7 is construction. For those who know how to do construction, I will just show you how you can carry out this exercise. It says using a ruler, pair of compass only, construct a quadrilateral. Let me clean for clarity. So construct a quadrilateral PQROS such that PQ, angle PQR is 75 and PQ is 6 cm. So let's start with PQ. So what we'll do now, I'll just demonstrate it with my hand. But if you want to solve, you have to use the instrument they measure here, a ruler and pair of compasses only. So let's start with PQ as a 6. So what you do, you draw a straight line. You draw a straight line and you mark out 6 centimeters from it. So let's say here's PQ. The length from here to here is, you have to use ruler to measure this, is 6 centimeters. Then you now say Q arrow is 8. Q0, since here Q, so arrow should be somewhere around here. Since I don't know, you just use the fence arc to draw it. And use your pair of compass, measure it, put it at Q, you draw this line as your Q arrow. I draw a fence arc as Q arrow, which is 8 cm. Then you now said angle Q is angle PQ arrow is 75. So let's construct 75 at Q, because the medium one is always the owner. So what I will do at Q now, I'll put my pair of compass here at Q with any suitable radius. I will draw a semicircle and construct 90. With the same radius, you construct 90 degrees, not 90. So you have to bisect between this point and this point to have 15. 15 plus 60, that is 75. Because from here to here is 60. So put your pair of compass here, draw arc, come here, intercept it. You draw a line from here to pass where the arc meets. Here is now my arrow. Yes, that point is now my line arrow. So let's see. Then we are told that Q arrow S is 60 degree. Q arrow X is 60. Okay, and okay, let's start it with Q arrow. That means you have to start this thing with Q arrow. A line Q arrow, which is 8. So use ruler to measure it. That is 8 cm. Then you're not told that angle Q is 75. Then angle arrow is 60. Q arrow X is 60. So put your pair of compass, 10 suitable radius, draw an arc. You draw a semicircle. So here's a semicircle, put your pair of compass with same radius, cut an arc. So that is now angle 60. Then the angle Q is 75. So let's construct 75 at Q the same manner. I'll put my pair of compass here with any suitable radius. I'll draw a semicircle. First of all, construct 90 degrees with that radius. So here is 90. So I'll bisect these two parts. I'll bisect here and here with a suitable radius. This way, this is now angle 75. Here is 75 degrees. Okay, so we are now told that PQ is 6. So from here now we measure 6 out. So if this is Q, somewhere it should be our P. So let's call here P, which is 6 cm. So from Q to P now is 6 centimeters. Then before then, I will draw a faint line from here to go through the 60. Then we are told also that PS is parallel to Q arrow. So there is P, so S should be along this part, parallel to this angle. So what you do now, you construct, when you say two lines are parallel, from here now I will construct 75. We'll extend this line, I put my pair of compass here and draw an arc. Also construct my 90 with a faint line. Then I will bisect this from here to here to have my 75. So I will draw it from here now. Where it touches, there is now point X. Point X. Here's now point X. So this is what you are asked to construct. So let me take it in to know where we need with a uniform line. So this is the shape. Now the yellow line is the required shape we are asked to construct. Then B1 we're going to say locus of a point equidistant from Q and R. So you have to bisect Q and R. That means I'll put my pair of compass here at Q, extend the radius more than, so that more than half of the line. I'll draw here, come here with the same radius, intercept this and this. I'll draw a straight line, I'll call it L1, locus 1. Then locus 2 is equidistant from PQ. Look at this statement here. Equidistant from Q, arrow, and RS. So this is the locus of the common point, which is arrow. So I have to construct the locus at point arrow. That means I will bisect this 60, put my pair of compass here, draw arc, come here, draw another arc. I'll draw the line from here to form my locus A2. Here's now my A2. Then locate the point of intersection of T2 of A1 and A2. So I will call here now point of intersection now. I will call here T. Then if you're asked to measure, PT. So to measure PT, you have to measure from here to here using your ruler. Here from here to here. So I don't know what that could be. So your PT could be, but you must put whatever you have plus minus 0.1 centimeter. You must put a tolerance. Then as you have 5, so it will be 5 plus minus 0.1 cm as line PT. So this is solution to question 7. If you have the instruments, you can use it to fix it. So let's go to question 8. It said EFGH is a square of size 16 cm long inscribed in a circle center O. You can see the square inside the circle. So find the area of the shaded portion. So we need the area of the square, we need the area of the circle. Okay, but they gave us, say, each side of the square is 16. So every side of the square is 16. So let's get the diagonal. Diagonal will join from F to H. So you don't forget, here is 16, here is 16. So half of it is the center. The center now represents the radius. Here is arrow, here is arrow. From the center to any point of the circumference of the circle is called radius. So let's consider FHG. Let's extract it out. Number 8 now. I'll consider this side would look like. Here is F, H, and G. F, H, and G. Don't forget, here is 60 cm. Then here is also 16 cm. So this, from here to here will give us 2 radius. So if I apply Pythagoras theorem that say FH square will give us FG square plus GH square. So which is 2R square is equals to 16 square plus 16 square. So if I simplify, what will I have? This will give me 4R square is equals to 16 square will give us 256 plus another 256. If I add up, what am I having? That will give me 512. So R square is simply what? 512 divided by 4. What are we having? That will give us 128. So my arrow equals to what? My arrow now give me the square root of 128. What is that giving us? So that will give us 8 root 2 cm. Beta C. Beta C is that will give us 11.31 cm as the radius. Okay, so with that, I can get the area of the square. So what is area of the square? Area of square. The formula is x square. What is s? S is the side, which is 16 square. I'm going to have 256 centimeter square. So let's also find the area of circle. Area of circle. That will give us what? Pi radius square. which is 3.142 brackets 11.31 all squared. So what are we having? If I square 11.31 times 3.142, that will give us 402.2 centimeter square. This is now the area of the cycle. So how do we find the area of the shaded segment now? Area of the shaded portion, area of shaded portion simply give us a area of circle minus area of square, which is 402.2 minus 256. What is that giving us? That will give us 146.2 centimeters square. That's not the area of the shaded portion. So that takes care of question 8a. So let's look at 8b. I look at 8b. 8b say a child moved from point O to a point X 30 meters away, and then in direction of the, it then moves 20 meters in direction of this to a point Y. Find. So let's do that first. Let's draw the diagram. This is bearing and distance. Let's see what they are asked to find. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Let's find the. Let me check. For that, let's draw the diagram. Let me check for the original question and see what we are asked to find. Let's see. Let's draw the diagram first. Same start from point O to point S bearing a 0.75. That's 30 meters. So let's draw that first. So let's say from here, started from this point now. Let's take it as a point O. So here is the north. This is our 0 degrees. And travel 30 meters in direction of 0.75. So let's take from here to here as 75. 75 travels like this. Here is now 30 meters. Here is 75 degrees. So let's see, here is now the north. Say to a point X, that means here is now serving as my X. Here is 0 degrees. So the charge is at this point. So it then 20 meters bearing on 305. 305, that means you rotate from here. Here is 90, 180, 270. Let's take somewhere as our 305. It will have a shorter distance because it's just 20 meters. The first one is 30 meters, so here is 20 meters. Distance will be shorter. So I can now join from here to here. So here is called the Y. Okay, so don't forget, we apply the concept of alternate angles. Here is also 75 degrees. That means here is 15. Because a quadrant is 90. So since here is 305, this bearing is what? Let me check again. 305. Here will be 55 degrees. To make it 360. Since here is a quadrant, here will be what? 35 degrees. Total angle here is now what? It's now 50 degrees. Total angle there is 50 degrees. So what are they asking us to find? We are asked to find. Let me check the original question and see. Okay, so we are asked to find the distance YO to the nearest meter to the bearing of Y from O. This here is O, don't forget that. Here is our O, which is the starting point. So the distance of YO, Y to O. So I'm going to apply cosine rule. So we're looking for small x, because here is capital X, the opposite side is small x. Capital Y, small y, capital O, small o. So 8b, Roman figure 1. 8b, Roman figure 1. So we have small x squared equals to y squared plus o squared minus 2oy cos big X. So small x squared here will give me 20 squared plus 30 squared minus 2 times 30 times 20 times cos 50 degrees. So x squared now represents oy squared, which is 400 plus 900. So 2 times, that is 600, minus times 2, that's 1200, times, what's the value of cos 50? Cos 50 will give us 0.6428. Multiply by 1200, I'm going to have a different number, so having oy squared now is equals to 1300 minus 771.35. So 1300 minus this number, I'm having 528.65. So my oy becomes what? Square root of 528.65. What are we having? Root of that will give us approximately 23.0 meters. It's giving us 22.99, currently 23.0 meters. So here is value here is 23.0 meters. Then next, so we should find, according to the original question, so we should find the bearing of y from O. Y from O, meaning it's just from here to here. All bearings come from the north. Let's call here theta, which is the bearing. So if here is theta, here is also theta. Reason is alternate angles. Okay? So if that place is theta, that means here is 55, here is also 55. So the total angle here will give us theta plus 55 degrees. Okay? So if I solve with this, I'm going to have small y over sine big Y is equals to small x over sine big X. So who is the small y now, which is our 30? This one implies 30 over sine theta plus 55 is equals to small x now, which is 23 over sine 50 degrees. So if I make sine theta plus 55 the subject formula, I'm going to have sine theta plus 55 is equals to 30 sine 50 divided by 23. What will you have? 30 sine 50 divided by the answer of having 0.9995. So let's say it's approximately 1. So I'm having theta plus 55, also the arc sine of 1. That will give us what? 90 degrees. So what is that, my theta? Theta is simply 90 minus 55. That will give us 35 degrees. Therefore, the bearing of y from O is what? 0.35 degrees, because it falls under the first quadrant. That's why I'm adding 0.35 degrees. So that is solution to question 8a and 8b. Let's check question 9. Yes. So we have say the diagram show two circles ABC and QUV with radii 8 and 6 cm at the center, small t and center, small t and f. That is true. It said if ATC is 195, so definitely here should be my C. Then QFV, so here should be our Q. QFV is 165, and the distance between the two centers, which is from here to here, is 60 cm. Okay, so we are asked to find AQ, which is the length, let's call it L. Okay, whatever happened here is also happened here is also L. Okay, so I need to redraw this thing because the center will tally, this point will tally is somewhere here. So whatever happens here, that's what happens here. Here is here. Yeah, so let's redraw for clarity purpose. So we have a circle, so from here to here is bigger arrow, from here to here is smaller arrow. So we have this, which is distance between centers is 16. Then you have a tangent point, here is a tangent. Okay, so here is also my arrow. So I can trace this point here. See that? So here is length, Whatever happened there happened here. So here is right, it's perpendicular, which is the tangent. So here is the same thing, here is the same thing. Okay, so if you look from here to here is also small arrow. Let me call here was called CV. Here is V, here is C. So here is F, here is T. So let me call here B. So FV is same thing as BC. So from here to here is also arrow, and our TC is big arrows, meaning this small space now from T to B now will be simply big arrow minus small arrow. So here is also L. Here is L. So to find L now, I will consider triangle TFB. Let's consider triangle TFB. What are we going to have? I'm going to have something like this. Here is T. Here is F. Here is T. Here is B. So, and here is now my L. Distance between this and this is now 60 cm. Here is big arrow minus small arrow. So, and the big arrow is given to us from the question as what? The capital arrow is 8, small arrow is 6. So we are simply having here as 8 minus 6 cm. So the whole of TB now is 2 cm. So to find N, I'll simply apply Pythagoras theorem. That will say TF square equals to TB square plus FB square. So I'm having 16 square is equals to 2 square plus x square. So to find, I will simplify this now. 16 square is 256. It's equals to 4 plus x square. So my x square now is 256 minus 4, which is 252. So L becomes what? Square root of 252, which is what? Root 252 give us 6 points. We approximately, let's take it as 16 cm, which is 15.9 cm to 1 decimal, according to the square root. So that is the question to 9A Roman figure 1. Then 9a, we have to go to, so calculate the arc ABC. Arc ABC. Calculate the arc ABC. Definitely the length of the arc ABC. So it's fall on the major axis. Because if I subtract 360 from 195, will give me 165, which is the minor. So we are looking for the length of the arc of the major axis. So math figure 2, length of arc is simply theta over 360 times 2 pi radius, which is 195 over 360 times 2 times, what is pi given to us as 22 over 7? So 22 over 7 times the radius of the bigger one, which is 8. So multiply and divide, what would that give to me? 195 times 2 times 22 times 8 divided 2520. That will give us 27.34 cm. So let's check. Math goes to find the arc QUV. Q, so here should be UV because the middle is F. So that is that fall under the minor. So I'm looking for the length of the arc of the minor axis. Length of the arc of the minor. So we must go 3. So length of arc on this one minus theta over 360, same formula, times 2 pi r. This time we are using 165 over 360 times 2 times 22 over 7 times the radius is 6. So 165 times 2 times 22 times 6 divide this value, we're going to have 17.29 centimeter. So that is question A and B. Question A, remember from 1, 2, and 3. Then also calculate to the nearest number. So to the nearest, here will just give me 70 cm. Then to the nearest, here will give me 27 cm. Then calculate the length of the continuous bed that passes through two pulley. The length of the continuous bed. So remember, if you have used to machining, the bed start from here, you come here, you're like that. You see that? So we are looking for what? The length of the measure, length of the minor, and the length of the bed. So we're going to have now B, the length now. So we have length of major, the length of major plus length of belt plus length of bed, then length of minor. Because the bed went round 2 times. So what is the length of the major? We have 27. Here becomes 27 plus. We have a length of bed is 16 plus 16 plus 16 plus length of minor axis. What are we having there? 17 plus 17. So what are we having there? 27 plus 32 plus 17. That will give us 76 centimeter. Okay. This is a very tough one. Although not that tough, but I need critical thinking. Then question 10. It said we stop at 11. I'm tired. So let's see what we can do with this. Question 10. It said the 5th term of an AP is 28 and the 14th term is 84. So we have question 10 A, T5 is equals to 28 and T14 equals to 84. Okay, so find the 24th term. So T24 is our question mark. So we know that Tn, some n term of an AP, A into n minus 1 d, the formula for n term of an AP. So T5 will simply give us a plus 4d equals to 28. Let's call it equation 1. Then T14 give us a plus 13d. Let's call it 84, which is our equation 2. So to find d now, I will subtract equation 1 from 2. That should happen. I'm having equation 2 minus equation 1. So I'm going to have 9d, which is 13d minus 4d, that's 9d. 84 minus 28, that will give us 56. Therefore, my d is simply 56 over 9. Are they divisible? They are not. So my answer remains 56 over 9 as my d. So let's put d to equation 1 to find a. So I will say from 1, my a plus 4 into 56 over 9 is equals to 28. So let's simplify it. I'm going to have a plus, so 56 over 9 times of 4 here, that will give us 224 over 9 equals to 28. So if I collect like terms, I'm having 28 minus 224 over 9 is equals to a. So my a equals to what? It give us 28 over 9. That's not the value of a. So the question says we should find the 24th term. So T24 will give us a plus 23d, which is 28 over 9 plus 23 into 56 over 9. So let's see what we have here. So finally, if you simplify by taking LCM and the rest, LCM is 9. So here will give me 28 plus 23 times 56, 1288. If I add up to 28, I'm going to give me 1316 over 9. Are they divisible? They are not. So just leave your answer as this. Or you can write it in whole number, but it's not necessary. Or you can write it in full 146.2. You can also leave it as such. Okay? Then question B is find the area of this triangle. We are going to apply Hero's formula to do this. We have 6, 10, and 8. 6, 8, and 10. So let's apply Hero's formula. Hero's formula. So we have x as a plus b plus c over 2, which is 10 plus 8 plus 6 over 2. That will give me 24 over 2, which is 12 cm. That's my x. So the area now, a equals to square root of x into x minus a, x minus b, x minus c. That's the area now of a triangle if you are using the Hero's formula. So what are we having from here? So my a will be simply, we're having 12 minus 10, 12 minus 8, 12 minus 6. So a will give me square root 12 times 2 times 4 times 6. I multiply, what am I having? So we're having 12 times 2 times 4 times 6. That will give us a 576. So what is square root of 576? The area now equals to what? Root 576. We're having 24 centimeters square is the area of that triangle. Then let's check question 11. It says evaluate this, leaving your answer in standard form. So we evaluate 0.202 by 11a. 0.202 times 0.55 over 2.00. So if I want to do this in standard form, that is 0.202 into 1000. It will give us 202. So I will write this as 202 times 10 raised to the power minus 3. Here becomes 55 times 10 raised to the power minus 2. I can write this as 2 times 10 raised to the power 0. But 10 raised to the power 0 is 1. 1 times anything is that thing. So if I apply the law of indices to the up, I'm having 202 times 55 times 10 minus 3 plus minus 2 over 2 times, here becomes 10 raised to the power 0. So if I simplify further, this one implies 101 times 55 times 10 minus 5 minus 0. So what is 101 times 55? That will give us triple quadrat 4 times 10 raised to the power minus 5. So I can write this as 5.555 times 10 raised to the power minus 1. So in standard form. Then let's see question 11b. Say if log 2 is this and log 3 is this, evaluate without using table log 72. So 11b, log 72 in base 10 will be written as log in base 10 9 times of 8. 9 times 8 is 72. If I apply the law of logarithm, I can write this as log 9 in base 10 plus log 8 in base 10. So let's apply the law of 9 is a factor of 3, 8 is a factor of 2. I write 9 as 9 base 10, 3 raised to the power 2. Then log 8 base 10 becomes 2 raised to the power 3. So if I apply the law of logarithm to both, law of double power, I'm going to have 2 log 3 in base 10 plus 3 log 2 in base 10. And they gave us the value of log 3 and the value of log 2. So I'm having 2 in bracket 0.4771 plus 3 in bracket 0.3010. So I multiply, what am I having? 0.4771 times 2. That will give me 0.9542. That will give me 0.9030. Out of what am I having? 9030. I'm going to have 1.8572. This is now the value of log 72 in base 10. Number 11. It says P varies directly as the square root of, as the square of P or square of Q. Okay. 11C. Say P varies directly as Q squared. So my P becomes what? KQ squared. What is my K? P over Q squared. So they gave us some values there. P is 27, Q is 36. So my P is 27, my Q is 6. So if I put in the values, what am I having? My K will be what? 27 over 6 squared, which is 27 over 36. One can go 9 here 3, 9 here is 4. That's not the value of K. Let's substitute it back into the original expression, which is this. By into this expression, by putting K as 3 over 4, I'm going to have P equals to 3 over 4 Q squared. He said, find the relationship connecting P and Q. That's what we just established. So find P when Q is 10. So we are looking for, this is the first question. I'm looking for P when Q is 10. So P becomes the question mark. So my Q is 10. So P is now what? 3/4 times 10 squared, which is 3/4 times 100. So we're having 300/4. So what does that make P? So P will give us 75. So this is the solution to the question. So if you have not subscribed, please do so. Like, share, and comment. I will post the objective questions later. Thank you. See you in our next paper.